Hey kids, do you like card games?
That's how you're gonna open up the stream?
Yep, already did it. So
All
that's how we're
right.
starting. Hello everybody. We're at a slightly different angle today
Yes, we are.
because it's a game StArt.
Yep.
So you'll be able to see me sitting here playing the game, and Tennille is right there, and he's gonna have his back turned facing away because most of the time,
doing the art over here.
yeah, he'll be doing art on his
On
computer.
my tablet.
Yeah, so he's going to have his back turned while we do this because it's a games to art where I play games and Tennille draws things. And he's already started a bit of this piece of art already on his computer, so he's going to continue on the computer
Yes.
as compared to him drawing on the tablet, which
Yeah.
is the other way where we'd probably have it back the way it normally is. Anyways, today we are going to be checking out...
Whoa, angle go burr.
Yeah, let's see. Switching over. Why can I not find it? There it is. Game StArt.
There we go.
Game StArt. We're going to be checking out. Get rid of that. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, dear. Hold on. There we go. There, I can still see you guys in the chat. All right, so we're checking out Legends of Runeterra, which is the card game based on the League of Legends universe. And Tennille will be drawing Arcane, which is the Netflix animated show based on League of Legends as well. So, like, there's that level of crossover there. Arcane's a very good show. I suggest people check it out. Also, Legends of Runeterra is a very good card game, and I suggest people check it out as well. So, here we are. This is the game I've been playing for, geez, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. And I have like a third of the cards, and I've spent $0. So
It's very accessible even if you do not want to give Riot any of your money.
yes. Oh, I got something in my throat. A little tickle. So, like, this is a game that you can very easily jump into and make a competitive, viable deck if that's what you want to do without spending any dollars real quick. Like, give it a week or two, they'll have given you enough cards and wild cards, which you can use to redeem any card you want in the game, and you'll be able to do a competitive deck if that's what you care about. I don't care about competitive. I don't like playing against other people, which is why that there is an entire mode called the Path of Champions, which is a single player format that you can just play against bots and do absurd things there as well. So, like, there's 6 campaigns that you can do with a bunch of different characters. 1, 2, 3. How many are there? 3 by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's currently 18 characters that you can go through their campaign with. They all get the same 6 ones, but these first 5 are actually characters from the Arcane show, so they actually get an they did a crossover thing, so there's an extra really easy campaign for Jinx, Vi, Echo, Caitlyn, and Jace. I guess I should probably explain how the game itself works, because that seems like a smart way to start. So how about we do a versus AI, which is just the computer?
Because actually, I don't know how this game works either.
Okay.
Because
Well,
I've been playing it, but like I haven't experienced it at all.
Normally, I play on the phone, so like everything on screen should be fairly easy to read. Also, it just lets you know everything that's going on at all times. So there are actually these things called challenges. That's what these are. So challenges are tutorials, and they literally teach you every single aspect of the game and every single mechanic that they have ever introduced. Like, there's just a tutorial for every single one, which is very nice. So, you know what? How about we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Instead of fighting a robot, we're going to just go ahead and do the first battle, the basics of basics tutorial of how this game works. All right, first battle. It's going to tell us how to win, how attacking works, and what champions are. Wow. Your hand. These are your cards. This is Garen, a champion. Champions are, in League of Legends, champions are the characters that you play as to play that game. In this game, they are also the most important cards in your deck. They're generally much more... They're generally also very powerful. So, to play cards, I just simply pull them up, and now they're on, I don't know, my bench. It's in like terms of like a Pokemon. It's like this is your bench. This is where you can put all your creatures, your allies, as they are called in this game. Power. This is how much damage they do when they fight something. Health. This is how much health they have, and if they run out of it, they die. Important to note in this game that their health stays. Unlike something like Magic the Gathering, where cards will heal and go back up to full health after a turn, not so in this game. If something takes damage, they keep that damage forever. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. Level up. Yeah. Level up. Champions level up, and they become more powerful versions of themselves. They usually get better abilities, better stats. They do absurd things that let you win the games really easily. But you have to do something to level up. In this case, Garen needs to strike once. Striking literally just means hit something. He needs to hit something, anything, doesn't matter what he hits, and he will level up. When you play a unit, it goes here, down here, and you can have 6 of them at a time. You just have 6 units.
Who are you again?
Okay. Alright, taking actions. Runeterra, you and your opponent go back and forth taking actions each round. So, this is probably the biggest, hardest thing to get used to if you're used to playing either Pokemon or Magic the Gathering or other card games like that, because instead of one person taking a turn and doing all of their things and then passing and the other person does an entire turn, you have rounds, and each person takes turns taking actions in that round, and then if both players can't take actions anymore, then it passes to the next round. So like it's less of a turn versus turn. It's more of a each person just does a bunch of stuff, and then eventually you pass and go to the next round. All right, so we each take turns doing stuff. The opponent has passed, which means it's my turn. Also important to note, I can attack with creatures that I played this turn, unlike in Magic the Gathering, where most creatures have a thing called Summoning Sickness. They can't do things on the first turn. No, we can just do whatever that we want. Also over here, yeah, so this is our health. We have 6 health, and the opponent has 8. Normally, you have more. This is just tutorial, so we need to win. All right, so we can attack. Important to note, you can only attack if you have the orange sword of attackingness. And you can attack if you have...
Is that its official name?
No, it's just called the attack token. It's very simple. But this means you can attack. You can only attack... Like each round, that sword will go from one player to the other. So you can only attack on one round, but the next round, the other person gets to attack. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drag Garen up here, and now he's in the attack phase. He's going to want to attack. And we let him. And now, the opponent gets to choose how they want to block. They're going to block with their Draven, so they're going to get in our way. And we say, that's fine. So he does... Alright, important. That was the level up animation. There is an absurd amount of flashiness in this game. It's ridiculous. So anyways, he did 4 damage to us. We did 5 damage to him. He died. We, because we struck once and survived, have leveled up, and now we are more powerful.
Another foe defeated. Hold up. I wasn't supposed to lose. I never lose.
Alright, so now that no one can do anything else, we go ahead and pass. Yep, end the round. That's good. Whatever. We move on. Prepare to attack. You attacked last round, so now it's the enemy's turn to attack. See, they have the orange attack sword now, so I can't attack this particular round, but I can go ahead and play this 2-2. So that's nice.
New recruit reporting in.
Ready yourself. We attack soon.
I'm ready.
Okay. Important thing to note, the cards talk to each other if you play certain cards together. Also, at any time, I could just like click on this guy and look at him, and you could look at the full art. There is absurd full art for every single card in this game. And they got like flavor text and stuff, and they say who actually did the art. A lot of the art in this game is done by someone called Six More Vodka, so like, good for them. But like, they do a lot of stuff. And we can check this card too. Oh, and we can click and get rid of all that extra text and stuff and just see the art. This game is very flashy, and I love that. Alright, it's our turn, and... Okay, fine. Normally, you can drag all of your team and just put them all up there, but this tutorial's not allowing me to do that.
Now I can read chat.
Oh, you pulled it up?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I tried getting into Hearthstone once, but it did not vibe with me. This looks like an easier version of that. I've never tried Hearthstone either, so I don't know how to compare and contrast it to that. And there we go. That's it. That's the tutorial. We did the tutorial. Alright, let's play some Path of Champions, because this is what I like to do. And it's long enough that this will probably be most of the stream. Now, first and foremost, we need to choose which champion we want to do. And then once we do that, I will actually go into some of the more nitty-gritty, because this mode is just playing against bots. It's never playing against other people. We can take as much time as we want to explore whatever the hell we want to do.
I really like... I mean, I've not played this, so, you know, take what I have to say with a grain of salt. But I really like that this game has a campaign mode.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Like-
yeah, it's great. And important to note, if we were to, like, choose Jinx, every time you play in here, you earn EXP points, which makes your character better and better as time goes on, and they just eventually become unbeatable. Because in the single-player mode, you cheat. You make your cards better than the base game that you would use in, like, competitive modes. You just get more and more absurd additions to all of your cards to the point where you just win. Which I appreciate, because the opponent also cheats to an absurd amount. So, like, it's fair in that way. And I do like that it's not just the same level of, like, I can't win over
Now-
and over again.
Because of that, does that mean that playing a paper version of this card game would be like next to impossible?
Oh, incredibly impossible. There are
Okay.
many mechanics in this game that
Only work because it
is digital.
is digital.
Yeah, because there are some things that you play a card and it gives all of the cards in your hand +1/+1 permanently.
Right.
Or it makes 7 copies of a card and shuffles it into your deck. Or
So keeping track of that kind of thing would just be impractical.
impractical / impossible in a physical card game. This game is a digital card game first and foremost, and it rolls with that.
I like that it rolls with it.
It's like, yeah, we're going to do stuff that is impossible to do in a physical card game, because we don't ever intend on making this a physical card game.
Now, unfortunately, Victor is probably not one of your options, is he?
Who?
Victor.
No.
The character I am drawing.
No, the character you're currently drawing is not available, but we could see him
Yeah.
as the villain
Yeah.
of a couple of these runs. Lucky Koneko says, as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, what do you mean impractical? That's what tokens are for. Tokens don't work in this. Like, you do have ways to create fake cards and stuff like that, but there's too much variability on what you can do with these cards that you would literally, some of these decks you literally need like an extra pile of like 50 cards that you can pull out and scribble on and say, oh, this is now a 12-12 instead of a 3-5. And other stuff like that. Anyways, all right, so let's choose a character. Maybe we should do one of the Arcane characters because it's kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, we have Jinx. Jinx is all about discarding cards. She likes us to throw away our cards to do absurd amounts of ping damage. She just does a little pilly damage here and there and all kinds of stuff. All right, so we got Jinx. We also have Vi. Vi wants to punch things real hard.
What?
So what we're going to do with her is play a lot of cards, which makes her power go up the more cards we play. And then she just hits somebody for 10 damage, and she transforms and becomes very powerful and does extra damage. So she just...
I never guessed Vi would want to punch things.
I know. The character that is quite literally just a badass bitch with a pair of huge mechanical
Punching
gloves, wanting to punch people. I know, it's strange. So that is another one of our options. We also have Echo.
Oh, Echo.
I hate playing with Echo
Damn it.
because he's not very strong, but that's not what he's about. He's all about card draw and making sure you have enough cards, because he does things like he wants to play this card called Time Trick and do an ability called Predict, where the game shows you 3 random cards for your deck and puts that card on top. So you know that's what you're going to draw next. He literally wants you to predict 4 times, and then you get to do that. And then he transforms. But like Time Trick in particular, you predict and then draw a card. So you look at 3 cards and you just draw 1. So it's a very card draw heavy, and his whole mechanic is he can reverse time a little bit. So like he messes with crap like that. Caitlyn is a police officer, and she likes placing traps in the opponent's deck. This is another thing that would be impossible to do in a physical card game. Random cards in the opponent's deck suddenly have flash bomb traps on them, which are randomly placed on their deck. They can't see where they are, and when they're played, it does damage to their units. So she's obnoxious. She just wants to place a bunch of traps in the opponent's deck and make them suffer slowly as she kills their units. And then we have Jace. Jace is a big dumb idiot who likes big dumb idiot cards. He's expensive. He is strong. He literally wants you to play 6 mana spells.
Oh.
He wants you to play big expensive cards to do big expensive things and then hit the opponent with big expensive creatures. So those are our choices if we're going for one of the
Well, which one is your favorite to play?
Jinx.
Yeah.
Of those, it's Jinx. Jinx, I've already completed all of her campaign, but we can do it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Do it.
I guess, do any of those 5 sound interesting to other people? I want to hear what other people want to say, because we can jump in and do one of them. If someone's like, ooh, I really want to see how X character plays. And then, depending on how quick or slow that goes, we could probably try out one of the other many champions in here. I like the traps in someone's deck thing. That sounds funny. Yeah, it's a real troll move. All right, we'll go with it. We're going to do Caitlyn. All right, so Caitlyn doesn't really have a whole lot of anything unlocked yet. Perfect. And we're going to go back and we're going to do her super easy mode campaign. Now, because this is specifically a tie-in with Arcane, this comes with comic book, like animated comic book things. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the easy mode. And here we go.
Get up, Tremello. We've got a lead.
A little warning would be nice, Kate. Is this the sea case?
Of course it's the sea case. We intercepted another shipment. And I figured out where it's coming from.
But what if it's a trap? Seems kind of convenient. Maybe we should get a little more evidence.
No. I'm tired of waiting, reacting. This is our best shot, and I'm not going to miss.
Ha!
Ha! Because she's a really good crack shot. She doesn't miss when she shoots.
She's
All
a
right.
marksman.
Yeah. All right, so this is the map that we're going to be traveling on. This is our starting point, and we're going to go all the way down here and around, and eventually we're going to fight the boss down there. And as you can see, there are some split path moments where we can go to different areas. All right, so first and foremost, we have to fight the Boom Baboon. Your intel has tracked a certain shipment to a seemingly abandoned warehouse beyond its rusted doors. You hear suspiciously gleeful screeching. All right, let's go. Let's go fight this really easy robot. This is easy mode with the easiest of easy.
Baboom!
All right, and now this will be the perfect time to actually talk about some more of the actual game mechanics of how this works. So this is our starting hand. We get a bunch of cards. Let's actually look at one of these cards more in detail. So Caitlyn here is 3. That is how much mana it costs to cast her. 3 mana is pretty cheap. That's pretty good. She has 4/4. She has this little symbol here, which is an upgrade that happens when you do these Path of Champions. Your cards get upgraded as you go. The champions in particular can get upgraded to absurd amounts. But she comes with something called studded letters, so she automatically just has a +1/+1. Normally, she'd be a 3/3, but that's fine. She also has quick attack, which means when she is attacking, she strikes first. So if you're used to like Magic the Gathering, this is first strike, but only when you are the one attacking. So she can just take things out without getting hurt herself, which is quite good. And when she strikes, so when she hits something, she plants 2 flash bomb traps randomly in the top 10 cards of the enemy's deck. And those are the traps that'll, when they get drawn, explode and hurt the opponent's creatures. She levels up to her second level when 5 of our traps have been activated. Doesn't matter if she's on the battlefield or if she's still in our deck or our hand. As long as there are 5, she will transform and become more powerful. So that's pretty good. We also have this guy. He's a double agent. 3 mana, 3/3. When he strikes, all players draw 1 card. So we get an extra card, and it's useful to force our opponent to draw cards if we want those flash bomb traps to go off, because it forces them to get through their deck quicker, which means the traps will go off faster. Here we have Static Shock. This is a circle as compared to all of the very rectangular looking other cards. That's because this is a spell. It's not a creature that will lay on the battlefield. This is a spell that we will play once and then it's done. This does 1 damage to the enemy or the enemy nexus, aka their health, and 1 to another. So we do 1 to one thing, 1 to another thing, and we draw a card. Pretty good. 4 mana though, that's not so great. But important to note, it is fast. Spells in this game have technically 4 different speeds, but important to note, there are slow spells, which are slow. You can only play them when no one else is playing. It's a card. Fast spells, you can play in reaction to someone else doing something. So an opponent could be like, I play this creature. Wait, no. Not in reaction to creatures, but if an opponent plays their own spell or effect, we can respond to it by playing our own fast spell. These don't have to be just when we have priority, which is useful. And there's also burst spells, which are, boom, it's done. It happens. The opponent can't react to it. The thing just happens. Those are the best, and they are a dick move. Because if you do a burst spell, you can do another thing. And then another thing if it's another burst spell. You can just play like 3 burst spells in a row, and then a creature or a fast spell or something. And your opponent can't react. Because normally it's I do one thing, my opponent does one thing, I do one thing, my opponent does one thing. But with burst spells, you can just like stack a whole bunch of effects on top of each other. And they don't get a chance to do anything. And then our last card is the Astute Academic. It costs 1. It is a 1/2. And whenever you draw a card, it gets +1/+0 this round. So whenever you draw a card, it just gets better that round. So yeah, honestly, this is a pretty good hand. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to keep it. Technically, I can throw those cards away, or any number of those cards, and draw that many cards as well. All right, so we're going to fight our opponent. They only have 10 health. We have 30 HP. We just went deep. Don't worry about that. That honestly doesn't matter. Why did I go deep? I don't have any deep cards in my deck. There are a lot of mechanics, and I'm going to do my best to explain them as they come up. But there are so many, if I don't explain any, I apologize. If you pick the game up, which is free on everything, PC, I think it's on Mac, it's on iOS devices and Android devices. I play it on my phone a lot. It's pretty deep, man. Okay, what deep does is if you have 15 or less cards in your deck, you are deep. Which means that a specific creature type, known as sea monsters, get much more powerful. Like, they get +3/+3 or something. And usually other mechanics as well. Also, we got a House Wump. When I'm summoned, plant 2 Flash Bomb traps randomly in the top 10 cards of the enemy's deck. It's also a 2/1. So it's planting those traps that Caitlin really likes. I'm honestly thinking I'm going to play that. Now, important to note, this thing over here, it shows how much mana we have. So this shows our mana. Each round, the mana refills and max mana increases by 1. So round 1, we have 1 mana. Round 2, we'll have 2 mana, and so on and so forth. It does max out at 10 mana. You can't have more than 10 mana. After the 10th turn, you don't get any more. But there's also a mechanic called Spell Mana. Up to 3 unspent mana is banked at the end of a round for casting spells. And that mana sticks with you forever. You get extra mana. So if you don't do anything the first couple turns, you build up spell mana, which could be used to play specifically the circular spell cards much faster than turn 4 or whatever, which is quite cool. Alright, anyways, I'm going to play this thing, and boom, I just planted 2 traps in their deck. Now, because this is a bot match, they don't get any mana on the first turn. They suck. They're not allowed to be good. Now, this is big and glowy, showing that I can attack. I might as well attack as well. So I'm going to hit them. Blammo. Already down to 8. I'm winning. I also have something called Auto Pass, which means if I can't do anything, the game automatically passes to the next turn. Alright, so they're going to do the thing. Wow.
Take a breath.
Yes. They cast a spell that costs 1, and that allows them to get a Scrap Scuddler, which is just a 1/1. It sucks. It's a baby. You know what? You can hit me. I don't care. Come on through, buddy. Alright, we also just got a guy called a Sting Officer. 2 mana for a 2/1. Not great stats, but it has Elusive. Elusive is a really good ability. Can only be blocked by an elusive unit. He can just walk past other creatures. I don't have to worry about them blocking me unless they also have elusive. Quite nice. And he has Nexus Strike, aka if he hits the opponent directly, not one of the creatures, but them directly, he plants 2 Flash Bomb traps randomly in the top 10 cards of the enemy's deck, which is what we want to do. Important to note, if you click on a card, you can see any related abilities or other cards that go with them right next to them. So like Sting Officer makes these Flash Bomb traps, and you're like, what is a Flash Bomb trap? It's right there. You can see it. It's beautiful. I love that. It's not a, I have no idea what's going on with this card. Just click on a card. It'll give you all the information you need. Anything important to them is all right there. You can click on it, hover over something. It'll tell you what it does. Gives us what quick attack is. Tells us what power is. Tells us what health is. It's so player friendly. I love it. All right, anyways, I'm going to play this 2-1. And he's got this shiny purple mist around him. That's showing that he is elusive. We got an expensive card. I'm not going to worry about that right now. All right, I'm going to play this double agent. Okay, they played a Boom Baboon. When I'm summoned, create a Flame Choppers in hand. Flame Choppers is an 0-2 for 2 mana with Challenger. This is a mechanic that honestly took me a while to get my head around and remember that it exists, because nothing like this really is in Magic the Gathering, which is the other card game that I play a lot of. You can choose what opponent blocks this. The opponent doesn't get to choose how blocks work. You do, but only the specific creature. They can play this and be like, I want your really powerful thing to block my really crappy 0-2 so that everything else can get through and do some good damage. Pretty cool. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and attack. Another important thing to note about this game, order matters. I think it's going to be backwards, so I think over here, yeah. It goes from left to right. So that means that this guy is going to hit first, and then this Housewump is going to attack, and then the double agent is going to attack. There are some, like, this is important. This can really affect the outcomes of things because stuff can happen in the middle of battle. I specifically want to put him in this order because if this guy hits first, he'll plant the 2 extra flash bomb traps. And then after that, this guy will hit, and then everybody will draw a card. So if there's more traps in the deck, they're more likely to go off once the double agent hits. So like, oh wait, oops, they're already attacking. All right, now I just press the attack button. Hit him! And I don't really care if my creatures die. They're just there to be useful for me. Oh look, there it is. A trap went off, except all their creatures were dead. And that's how that works. I feel like I learned everything and nothing at the same time. Ooh, okay. So, Sump Dredger is a 4/3. When you play it, you discard a card to draw 1. And they discarded the Flame Chompers, which says, when I'm discarded, play me instead. This is actually really similar to what the one deck wants to be doing. Jinx. It's a lot of what Jinx's deck actually wants to be doing. Alright. Go ahead, you're going to die for me. One thing you'll notice is a lot of these cards talk a lot about everything, and I love it.
The way you said it made it sound like you don't love that.
No, I honestly do. I love that, like, every card says things when you play them, when you block with them, when you, like, do other stuff. Like, the game is so flashy. Alright. Whenever your opponent draws a card, plant 1 flash bomb trap randomly in the top 10 cards of the enemy deck. Just every time.
Suspicious activity detected just outside the station.
Stay on him. Backup's on the way.
I love it. Alright, so we're going to... I don't really want you to die. So I'm going to attack with you. And this, she has quick attack, and nobody can survive a strike from her, so I don't have to worry about her dying. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit. Go, go, go. Why are you just playing the Flame Chompers? Silly deck. Also, if I ever click on their deck, I can see that they have 17 cards left and 5 Flash Bomb traps left in their deck. I have 10 cards left. That'll probably... Oh, what did I do? I accidentally clicked out of the game. There we go.
All part of the plan.
Blammo! Oh. Oh, crazy stuff happening. Okay, so they discarded a bunch of cards, which were more of these flame chompers, so it just played them. But they also drew cards, which made more stuff explode everywhere. So, all good for me. What do I want to do? This does 2 damage to anything. I think I want to go ahead and kill off a couple of their things. That seems good.
The sun rock got me good.
Closing in on the mark. No backup needed.
There we go. 5 of our traps have gone off, which means Caitlyn transforms. Every single champion that transforms has a ridiculously flashy animation. The newer the card is to the game, the more flashy it is. Caitlyn's relatively new, so she's got like full 3D models and stuff. It's ridiculous. Some of the early cards just have like a flashy splash and then they transform or something. Anyways, now that she's transformed, she gets +1/+1, so she's now a 5/5. And whenever she strikes, she plants 4 traps in the enemy's top 10 cards, just like she usually does. And then she does damage to the enemy Nexus equal to the number of traps that have activated this round. She just hurts them all the time. And remember, she has quick attack, so when she hits, she doesn't get hurt. Only the opponent does. It's a little absurd. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot them because this game's almost over. Alright, and they don't want to attack me because my creatures are too big and scary. Alright, so important to note, I drew another Caitlyn card because I have more than one in my deck. And this game, you can't play 2 champions if you already have one. You can't play a second champion if you already have one in play. There's a couple of ways to get around it, but most of the time, that doesn't happen. So, that Caitlyn card has actually transformed into Caitlyn's Piltover Peacemaker. It transformed into a different spell. So this does, it's going to deal 2 damage to a unit and plant 2 flash bomb traps. And then I also create another Caitlyn card in my deck. I don't lose out on having a second creature that I can't play. It just turns into a useful spell that then creates another copy in the deck. It's so nice. Also, important note, if for some reason the Caitlyn I have on the battlefield gets destroyed, this turns back into a Caitlyn. It's not like it's permanently this spell. It's great. It's great. All right, I'm just going to attack them because they're going to die here. Actually, they might not be quite dead. Whatever. Doing it now. Oh, only one flash bomb trap had actually been activated this turn. They weren't dead. Discard your... Okay, what's happening? Discard your hand, draw 3, deal 3 to an enemy. Okay. Well, they just had a million traps go off right there, so that's fun.
Suspicious activity detected just outside the station.
Stay on up. Backup's on the way.
Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and play these extra cards. They'll be dead soon. You cannot get rid of Caitlyn. Blammo! That card they drew had 4 traps on it, and it just blew up all of their creatures. Alright, I'm going to do 2 to this stupid thing.
Peacemaker protocol.
Make that Caitlyn in our deck. I'm going to play this guy. When he's summoned, we each draw a card.
All part of the plan.
And just continue to make their life hell. So they currently have 7 cards left with 13 flash bombs. Yeah, let's go ahead and blow you up again. Just be absolutely ruthless to their board. Alright. And now I'm just going to go ahead and attack them, because I can attack anytime I want, as long as I have the orange sword. After I attack once, it does go away. And there we go.
Another criminal court, another case closed.
Just absolutely destroy the opponent. Alright, and oh, that might be why I went deep, because I had a quest to get extra EXP to go deep. So we get EXP for the reward, or just basic winning. We get EXP for a daily win bonus, and then because I completed one of the daily quests, I get even more EXP, which unlocks a whole bunch of stuff. This game hands you cards like crazy. I don't want to go into all of it, but there's a bajillion rewards you get for different stuff. On top of that, there is the weekly vault, which opens on Thursdays for some reason. But anyways, you build up points, and then after that week, you open all these chests, and the more you play, the more cards you get. It's absurd. You get so much stuff for just playing the game. Alright, now that we've won that battle, we get to actually add more cards to our deck. And all of them have these extra bonuses, because that's how this mode works. So we can get more of the Investigator, which makes us all draw cards. And when he's summoned, we would draw an extra card. We can also just get a 2-3 with Elusive, which means it can't be blocked except by elusive things. And it has O2, so it'd be a 2-5. Or we have this Puff Cap Peddler. It's a 3-3 for 3. And whenever you cast a spell, plant 3 Puff Caps on random cards in the enemy's deck. It also has Fearsome. Means it can only be blocked by enemies with 3 or more power. I don't really care about that, but I love this card. So, Puff Caps deals 1 to the enemy Nexus. It's like a Flash Bomb trap, except it hurts the opponent instead of their creatures. Puff Caps are better than Flash Bomb traps, almost always. Sure, you might be killing their creatures with the Flash Bomb traps, but Puff Caps kill the opponent. So I'm just going to take that guy. I like that guy a lot. Alright, now we're going to come down here, and we get a reward.
Popcat.
Popcat? No, Puff Cap. Oh, okay. So now we get to choose a power. This is just a passive ability that happens, full stop, every turn or whatever. So I'm going to start from right to left because this one here is the best. As you can tell, it's an epic. We got a common and a common. All right, quick draw. Cards you draw cost 1 less this round. So whenever we draw a card, it's cheaper to play that round. That seems pretty good. Summon Elusive. When you summon an ally, give it Elusive this round. So it's the can't be blocked, but only for that first round. Then it's back to normal. Or we could do Little Buddies. Round to start. Summon a random 1-cost Poro. Why would I not want to just get a 1-1 every turn with random abilities? You'll see what Poros are in a little bit. They're kind of like the slimes or the Goombas, or they're a basic, cute little iconic monster from this universe. They're small, round, white goat things that do a bajillion different things. Alright, we got another fight here. Tyrion Greyback. Now, this thing also has an ability. Game start, the foe creates a Tyrion Greyback in hand. So they just start with a specific card in their deck, from their deck in their hand. Okay. That seems doable. I'm going to get 1-1s every turn forever, so I don't care. Alright, so yeah, now we get to see what powers we have. And we can always check this if we want to see what powers are active. I don't actually like having this many 3-drops, so I'm going to get rid of these 2. Hold on to this guy and that one. So those get shuffled back in, and then we get 2 other cards. Oh, perfect. 1, 2, 3. All right. So our ability summoned a Plunder Poro. This is a Pirate Poro. It has the ability Plunder, which means if the enemy's thing has been damaged this turn, it gets 2 random keywords, which that's never going to happen because it's happening at the beginning of the turn. But yeah, it's just a cute little pirate puffball. Look at this guy. He's adorable. Tennille, you want to see this guy?
Cutie.
You know what he's going to do for me? Probably die, and I appreciate it. Alright, go ahead. Hit them. So now the opponent has 15 health. Wow, they're moving up in the world. In a normal player versus player match, you both have 20 health. Alright. I just got the Protoporo. He's big, he's thick, he has an ability called Impact. So when he attacks, whenever he hits either an opponent or something else, he does 1 extra damage to the enemy Nexus, even if he's blocked. Oh! The opponent also has 1. Alright then. Yeah, let's both draw cards. I want you to die, so I'm gonna block with this 3/2. So he still does 1 extra damage to me. What kind of game is this? It is a card game. Ooh, okay, Destined Poro is fun. Round start, if you've leveled a champion, transform me into Exalted Poro. It turns from a 1/1 into a 2/2 with 3 random keywords. Which means I need to have Caitlyn transform in order for that to happen. So we need to get this Caitlyn out here. Alright, so they just played a 4/2 that gave them some extra cards in their deck. I don't really care. I'm just going to hit with everything. I just want to make them dead. Kablamo! They're already down to 4 health. Much, much better card game than Chain of Memories. Ouch. Just because you're correct doesn't mean you have to be so rude. I joke. Alright.
I mean, it's a card game meant to actually be a card game.
Yes. Alright, so I just got a Poro Fly. It's a 1/1 with Spell Shield, which negates the next spell or ability that would try to target it. If someone were like, I kill your 1/1, it doesn't happen. Just gets rid of it. So it's got this purple shield. But it's also a great blocker because it's going to do 1 damage and kill off their creature. That's what I want it for. It's going to die for me. Ooh. Nimble Poro. It's got quick attack, so it does damage first and attacks. Is Spots around? No, I don't know that Spots is here. And that's okay. Well, either way, they're dead now. They're just going to hit them for a lot and they're going to die. Yay! Victory!
Another criminal court, another case closed.
Sounds like our neighbors are doing something outside.
Yeah.
Hey look, I got more EXP, getting better chests. They start with bronze, then they go to silver, then gold, and then platinum, and then diamond. They level up quite a bit, and the more expensive the chest, the more rewards you get out of it from doing what it wants. Okay, what do we want to get? So we have a 3/3. Play, pick a spell in the top 5 cards of your deck and create an exact fleeting copy in hand. I don't like that. It's got Spell Shield, if I were to take it. We could get this 2/3 with Barrier. Negates the next damage this unit would take. only lasts for a round. It goes away even if they don't hit anything. Time Trick. This is the predict. Also, if we play it, we draw a champion from our deck. We just automatically get a Caitlyn if we didn't have one. Sure, I'll take that. It's not great, but I'll take it anyways. We get another reward. What do we get? Reinforcements! Alright, so this is the fun Sorry, we just got one of my favorite champions in this game. So, you get reinforcements from doing these, where you get a second champion and some of the cards that go well with them to add to your deck. So it's not just like one card at a time. So, over here we got Poppy. Poppy is very strong. 4 mana, 2/3. Whenever she attacks, she gives +1/+1 to herself and all of her allies that have less or equal power to her. This gets out of hand really quickly. And when she gets transformed, she gives +2/+2. Important to note, that's permanent. When it says grant, that is a permanent buff. If it says give, that's only till end of round. So when she makes everyone bigger, they just always get bigger, and she gets out of hand real quick. Now, because this is a digital card game, the developers can actually change cards as they go. Poppy was a 4/4 when she started. But that was too absurdly strong, so now she's a baby 2/3, which is still very strong. We can also pick up Vi, Caitlyn's girlfriend, so that'd be fun. Violet, or not Violet, but Vi is honestly really boring in this game. She just punch hard. She's fine. Or we could get Teemo. Teemo's a little dick. He's an asshole, and I love him. He's a 1/1 for 1, and he has elusive, which means he can't be blocked unless the opponent has elusive. He also has Nexus Strike. Plant 5 poison puff caps on the opponent's deck. This works very well with Caitlyn, because they both care about doing traps. And he transforms when he's placed 15 poison puff caps. And then, whenever he hits, he's now a 2/2, and he doubles the amount of poison puff caps in their deck. Oh, he's such an asshole, and I love him. Also, he just comes with other cards that plant poison puff caps, like this adorable puppy that whenever it hits something, it plants 3 puff caps. Beautiful. And it also comes with a spell that does 1 damage to anything and plants 3 puff caps. We're doing it. We're taking the puff caps. A pup cap? Yep. Alright, so now we have 2 options. Either we can come over here and heal, or we can come down this way, do an extra fight, get an extra ability, and then go heal. I'm going to do the extra fight because there's no reason not to. On the super easy campaigns, you have infinite retries. If you die, you just restart with full health from the battle that you're on. So this battle has an ability that says when any unit is summoned, you shuffle its stats. This sucks. It's a little chaotic, but it's like a bar fight, so that's the point. So it takes all of the creature's power and health, shuffles it up and spits it out with at least 1 health. But you could end up with like a 0/4 if you had a 2/2. That's not so great. But we'll see what happens. Ooh. Alright, the Poro we got here has tough, which means it takes 1 less damage from any source that would deal damage to it. So if something tries to do 1 damage to this plucky Poro, it takes 0 damage instead. That's great. That's beautiful. I love it. Alright, our 2/1 is now an 0/3. Damn it. That's not what I want. Alright. It's useless. I can't attack with it now. Now see, because he can't hurt me because I got that one extra defense. Wow, I got another one! Ha! Explode the opponent. Ooh, okay, this guy sucks. But it just got randomized to an O2. Okay, normally this is a 1-1 elusive Poro. So that's annoying, but I don't have to worry about it. What do we want to draw? What do we want? Let's get that thing. And we also drew a champion, which happened to be a Teemo, which is good because I really want to start planting puff caps in their deck. Oh, dang it. That one stayed a 1-1. I thought Wit was saying puff cap. It is.
I keep hearing hubcap.
Hubcap?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Let's go, Teemo. So the other Teemo card turns into a spell that just gives 5 puff caps in the opponent's deck. Quite powerful. I have so many 1-1s. Alright, so my Teemo's gonna die here. Be a shame if I had a backup. I have too many Boros.
No one knows these streets like me.
Oh, this guy sucks. Okay, so he creates a Sumpworks Mac in hand if he has Allegiance, which means if the top card of the deck is also from the same region, in this case Piltover and Zon, he would get this extra spell that costs 0 that just makes an enemy elusive. Doesn't happen here because he failed. This card on here was not from Piltover and Zon, so he didn't get that extra card. I'd be able to see it in his hand. Okay. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's play Caitlyn. Now, important to note, I can't have any more creatures on my out here, so I can just replace one. Boom. Now I have a different creature. Ah, 3/5.
Partner I've worked with. Manners?
All right, block. I block.
Laying the groundwork.
Play your stupid things. What do we want to draw? Ooh, 1 damage to anything? That seems great. Oh, get another Caitlyn. All right. Now things are getting more complicated because our deck has more and more stuff. All right, so I tried to summon another Poro. Didn't work. Okay. I think I want to just attack. Because they don't have any elusive creatures to block Teemo, so Teemo's actually going to be able to get in and hurt them this time.
We got somebody asking if you've tried the PvP.
Yes and no. There is a mode that you kind of draft a deck, and then you play against other people that have drafted decks. And technically I've done that. Oh, you asshole! My Teemo's gonna die! Alright, when this gets played, he does 1 damage to all opponents. That's like all of my creatures. Alright. So, I've not made a constructed deck because I don't like playing against other human beings. It stresses me out. And that's just something I don't want in my life.
Suspicious activity detected just outside the station.
But that's fine. Alright, so I could do 1 damage to this guy. You know what, I'm going to do 1 damage to this guy. I could also technically damage their Nexus directly. So yeah, I don't really like playing the competitive stuff. But it is important that those drafts, you get 1 free token to do a free draft every single week from the vault. So like, if you do like doing that, you can. You absolutely can. Create in hand a random copy of an enemy follower. They made the Plunder Poro. Okay.
Thanks, Moonfeather.
What do I want? Let's go ahead and explode things.
By the way, it is time for a break.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It is. Okay, after this match, we can go to a break. I'm going to replace that thing because it's useless to me now. Get under the bus. Stop their attack. Alright. Strikes, gets those extra puff caps. So they have 4 flash bombs and 11 puff caps in their deck. Now, important to note that Caitlyn doesn't care what kind of traps are activated, whether it's flash bomb traps or puff caps. So
As they say, makes perfect.
she transforms quite easily if you have both of these in your deck. Whammo! Ooh! Wait, why do I have a... Why is this in my deck? I'm confused. Oh! Okay, I see what happened. Lonely Poro was summoned, and when it is summoned, I create a random 1-cost Poro in my hand, which in this case got me the Plunder Poro. And it's glowing orange because the opponent's Nexus was hurt by one of those traps, so it gets the Plunder ability to go off. So if I were to play it, it would get 2 random keywords. So I'm going to replace this Lonely Poro. Ooh, this one is now a dragon. The Plunder Poro got Fury and Impact. We've seen Impact before. Fury means if they kill an opponent's creature and survive, they get +1/+1. All the dragons in this game have that ability. Oh no, they got a Sumpworks map. They can make one of their creatures elusive. I don't like that. Let's explode the big guy. That way they don't have one of their most powerful creatures becoming elusive.
You're gonna need a map.
Ooh, okay, so this is normally an 06 with elusive, but in this specific matchup, it could be whatever because its stats are going to get randomized. So that's quite good for them. I attack. Do I want you to die? Yeah, I'm okay with you dying. I want to get that extra damage in there.
Where you going? Hey, stop that!
Because they're almost dead now. They have 1 health left. Oh, nope, they're dead. We win!
I must say,
Victory!
the outcome.
Lovely, wonderful victory. Get that little XP. Alright.
Victory.
Oof. Alright, so we could get another Puff Cap Peddler and give them Overwhelm. We can refill 1 spell mana. Oh, and when it attacks, I get 3 Puff Caps in the deck. Ooh, I like that. That makes that useful. Pokey Stick. Deal 1 damage to anything. Draw a card. I think I'm going to take this thing. Ah, is that a claw you're working on, Tennille? No, I think that is a walking stick.
Mm-hmm.
because that character walks with a cane. All right. How do I get out of here? Why is that up there? What happened? Okay. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will continue on from where we have left off. We'll continue going, so see you guys in a little bit. Don't go nowhere. Okay, and we're back. back to continue on from where we are.
Yes.
The break music always makes me sleepy, and I just realized that's because that's usually when I leave the stream because I need to sleep. It's during a break. I Pavlov myself. I mean, it is kind of a sleepy song.
Which song is on the break?
Howly Howly. It's the world music from Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, the Stitch World.
Yeah.
It's very, I could see that being sleep-inducing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we get a special power. When we summon Caitlyn, we get an ability called the Sheriff of Piltover. We plant a flash bomb trap on every single card in the opponent's deck. Yeah, okay. I like win more cards. Alright, healer. We can heal 25% of our max health. So we heal a little bit. That's fine. Alright.
Yeah, we've seen Victor in game.
Sorry, what's going on?
Uh,
Have we seen Victor in game?
Yeah.
A huge spoiler. Yeah. Victor looks a little different in Arcane as he does in this game. I'll try my best not to show him off in game in case people don't want to know what he looks like here. Anyways, we're going to go fight the mid-boss, which is always another champion. In this case, we're fighting Jinx.
woo!
I like you.
Okay, so her ability is whenever the opponent gets the attack token, so every other round, everybody discards a random card and draws a card. So they're going to be churning we're going to be churning through our decks faster, which is okay with me because I want them to draw cards. Here we go. Look at this. Unique board just based around Jinx. That's fun.
Caitlyn, help me!
Tremello? What are you doing here?
Oh, you're with the sheep.
Yes, Moonfeather. It is a spin-off from League of Legends. Neither Whitney or I have played League of Legends. But I'm drawing art for the show Arcane, which is a League of Legends show. And Whitney is playing Legends of Runeterra, which is a League of Legends card game.
Yes. This is the League of Legends card game. That's the League of Legends show. We won't play actual League of Legends, but I'm fine with all this stuff. Okay. So her deck is popping off because she wants to discard a bunch of cards. So she discards things that want to be discarded. Alright, well, time to attack. Take him out. Also, you get like these adorable little pets. Like mine is a Poro. It's the basic pet. Jinx has some sort of monkey thing.
Of course.
Alright, I can play that. That's all I can do. Okay, I'll do it. What are we gonna find? I want, well, I'm gonna draw a champion card, and I already have both Caitlyn's in hand, so I'm probably going to draw a Teemo card. So I'll get the Sting Officer instead. And look, there's that Teemo. Because the extra ability on that card is draw a champion. So, like, I knew what was gonna happen. Block the stinky monkey. Victory.
Victor.
Ha! 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 I think I'm going
will
to
keep making the same joke. You can't stop me.
Zon taught me to never let my guard down.
No, 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 no! Ah! my Teemo! Tennille, the opponent killed my Teemo!
I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's a Poro emote. Nice.
Aw, cute.
That's cute.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so Jinx has quick attack, and when her hand is empty, that's when she transforms, and we don't want her to transform. That would be very bad for us.
News from the Undercity ship, Detective Zane?
It's all in the report, Sheriff. Should pay off nicely.
Alright. Time for the Chumpy Wumpies. You know what? I don't care about this thing. Stand in the way and die for me so that I don't take damage. Important to note, this card is all shiny because you randomly get, like, shiny versions of cards. And you can technically spend the in-game currency to make them shiny as well. Let's go ahead and plant a Flash Bomb Trap on every single card in their deck. That seems good. That seems quite powerful. Oh, don't draw a card, you idiot. That's another trap. Ooh, and you can see how close she is to leveling up. She's got 4 out of 5. Almost there.
Just as I hypothesized. One step ahead.
All right. Let's do it.
You're starting to bore me.
Ah, man. Blowing up my dude again. Well, they've lost everything. There we go.
Win, and my aim is excellent.
Leveled Caitlyn. Peridot is a very cute cat.
Is she in here with us?
No, no. Moonfeather was saying they're adorable.
Yes. It's true.
What? Stop playing Jinx. I know. Telling the Jinx deck to stop playing Jinx cards.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen for you.
Okay, so there's an urchin card of a little girl who's like, help the poor and stuff, but like sometimes when she dies, she just screams idiots. It's fantastic. Just a little bit of storytelling that she's just putting on an act most of the time. How many cards do you have? A lot. Let's draw some cards.
Finding details is my duty.
Alright. Block. Oh, yeah. Also, the bots will absolutely BM us with emotes. Technically, we could play some emotes of our own. And technically, I could turn off the emotes from the robot. The robot in this game is an absolute troll and plays a bajillion emotes at all times. Honestly, it's endearing. Alright, let's kill the Jinx.
Peacemaker protocol.
Just you and me, Fishbones.
Never mind, there's another one.
Visiting headquarters.
Fine, I won't kill Jinx.
Stay still. I'm trying to shoot you.
Okay. Blowing up my stuff.
We're doing it.
Uh-oh. Jinx transformed.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. Okay, round start, draw 1. So she has to draw an extra card every turn. Oh no. But if her hand is ever empty, she makes a super mega death rocket in hand. This does 4 damage to the enemy Nexus and 1 to each of the enemies. That's not good for me. She just gets to start blasting my health. So, yeah. I need her to die. Okay.
Jinx, get out of my way. I'm not even here for you.
No, Kate. Gotta give you points for originality. But I ain't buying it.
Oh yeah, my Poro transformed. Good grief, there's a lot going on. That being said, the Jinx did die in all of that malarkey.
Malarkey.
Anyways, my Exalted Poro has Lifesteal, which means when it damages something, my health Nexus heals that much, which is great. It also has Spell Shield, and it has Fury. It's great. That's beautiful. I love that. Wonderful. Let's do 1 damage to that. Yeah, that seems good. Plant some extra puff caps.
Excuse me.
They need to stop destroying my stuff. It's real mean. It's very rude.
How rude.
But they also don't have any cards in hand, so like, they're top decking. They also only have 6 cards left in their entire deck. Let's continue blowing up all of their things. That was 4 traps on that one. Alright, well they're dead now. Now, because that was the mid-boss and had an actual champion in the deck, I will be fully healed back to full health,
Factory outcome.
which is nice. Because, I'm going to be honest, I usually find the mid-boss of these runs much more difficult than the final boss. I don't know why. They just... If I'm going to get stuck, it's almost always the mid-boss, not the final boss. I could heal my Nexus whenever I play something. I could put some flash bomb traps in their deck. I could get a 2-3 with Challenger. I don't really like any of these. I'll take that one, I guess. I will be fully healed back to full health. Yeah.
Jinx, this is important. Where's C?
Who? I guess you weren't kidding about the whole not here for me thing. My bad. But if it's all the same, I think I'm gonna keep this sweat bucket for myself.
Caitlin, please. No, no!
Piltover enforcement! Freeze!
Caitlin! Ah!
The story continues. And now I have to make a choice. Do I save Tremello and get the ability that at the beginning of each game I get a Sting Officer, which is one of these guys? Or do I pursue C? And then round start, I give the weakest enemy vulnerable, which means it's the opposite of Challenger. Challenger can challenge any opponent, but vulnerable means that unit can be challenged by anyone. And this actually, all of these special super easy events have two different routes, like two different endings depending on which of these two options you choose, which is fun. I personally like this option better, so I'm going with that one.
Which is?
Not saving Tremello. I'm going after C.
Oh.
I'm ignoring Tremello, just going on. Alright, the opponent's elusive units have +1 power. Yeah, story splits. It actually makes it interesting to go back and replay these super easy campaigns to see what the other option is. Because all 5 characters that have one of these campaigns has 2 different endings. Wow, that's a terrible hand. That is too many 3-drops. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All about them pup caps. Oh, all units with elusive have +1/0. Not just theirs, but mine too. Yay, my Teemo's better. Get them puff caps going. Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I've played some games with Teemo where the opponent has like 160 puff caps in their deck when they die. That's always fun. It's always fun to see an opponent die horribly.
Just get slaughtered.
Did I say that out loud? There. Also, let's go ahead and plant some extra puff caps on their deck. Wow. Alright. Now we attack. Don't do it. Don't do it! My Teemo. He was literally going to transform right there, and they killed him.
They heard what you said.
They killed my little troll baby. He's not a troll. I mean, he's kind of trolly, but whatever. Alright, let's plant some more puff caps on... Let's do spells this time. What they got? Yeah. That one. Reminder, this guy plants extra puff caps whenever that happens. Oh, okay. So this is a new ability called Support. Whatever unit is to their right gets an ability or bonus stats. So in this case, they're giving their stuff elusive. So I can't block it. So I'm just taking 6, which is less than ideal. Alright. Can I get a Teemo, please? No, I'll just draw another Caitlyn. Fine. That one. Now, because 5 traps have already gone off before she even gets on the battlefield, she transformed immediately. There. You gotta block there. I can force that thing to be blocked how I want.
You're gonna need a map.
Opponent doing a million things that don't matter. They have 20 puff caps and 4 flash bombs in their deck. None of them went off. Oh no. Okay, so this thing sucks. When it attacks, it gets all keywords from all of the opponent's other teammates. We don't want that to happen. Because that is terrible for us. So we're going to kill everything else.
Peacemaker protocol.
Because this thing can get completely out of hand. I've seen this thing with like a million different... No! Stop it. Dang it. Alright. Alright, finally got that Teemo I wanted. Kill it. Kill it dead. Oh, I could have just killed the opponent.
My calling card.
I could have just hit them and killed them. Okay. Oh, I ran out of mana. I can't transform my Teemo. Okay, that's fine. They're dead. They're very dead.
Ugh.
I win.
Another criminal court, another case closed.
Wonderful.
What do you think?
I think he looks good. Good boy.
Yeah.
Good bad boy.
He's doing his best.
Interesting. Okay. I think I'll take this Yordle. When he attacks, I create a fleeting poison dart in hand. One of these. And fleeting means it's only around for that one turn. If you don't use it on the turn, it's just gone. Alright, we can buy stronger copies of our cards. So we spend money and they become better. So Caitlyn gets Overwhelm, which means any extra damage that would not be needed to kill the opponent damages the opponent's Nexus. It's like Trample in Magic the Gathering, yeah. This we can make it so when we play it, we draw a card, sure, and this gets a barrier. That's useless, but fine. Alright, so I could come over here and just heal and go right to the boss, or I could do an extra fight to get some extra ability. I like that. Game start. The opponent makes a Stinky Wump. The foe's Stinky Wumps have Ephemeral. Ephemeral means that they die at end of round, or when they hit something. Well, this is a hand. Wow, this is a hand. Alright, so Stinky Wump, Last Breath, aka when it dies, you create a copy of this card in the enemy's deck with 2 puff caps on it. So this opponent's deck is all about putting puff caps in my deck, which is what I want to be doing to them as well. So, we go. It's going to die anyways at end of turn, so I might as well attack. And that planted a flash bomb trap in my deck too. Well, let's kill it and give them some puff caps. It's the traps versus traps.
Trap, 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 trap.
Oh yeah, the Sinister Poro. It has Fearsome. Oh, that was my deck. Oh. Boo! Also, I don't like you. You gotta die. You're not allowed to touch me. Sorry, dog. Alright. Fearsome. Sinister Poro has Fearsome. It can only be blocked by enemies with 3 or more power. So it's difficult to block. What's a puff cap? A puff cap is just a trap that goes on their deck. And when the card that it is on is drawn, they lose 1 health per puff cap. So we're just making a million puff caps in each other's decks. Like they're planting 5 in our deck right now. And then I'm going to kill that unit and give them 2 of those, and then I draw a card, and I lost a life because of the puff caps. Go ahead and block. Hi, Chortle. Welcome. Things are going well. It's a bit of a mess. We're throwing traps in each other's decks. Me and the computer. Just like that. Oh, okay, so we got this Lonely Poro. But look what happens when you play another Poro. It's now a Jubilant Poro. It's happy now because it has friends. Isn't that adorable? Let's go punch him in the face. Alright, we're gonna do 1 damage to each of these things and draw a card. But also, this means that my quick attack will kill it before they get to do anything. Alright. Yeah, traps everywhere. Where are all of my champions? Why am I only drawing spells? How many traps do I have in my deck? A lot. Okay. No. Let's do this instead. I still don't like any of that. Well, now we have a Caitlyn at least. Okay, you can kill my thing now. I'm gonna play this Caitlyn. Goodbye, Jubilant Poro. Poro only run. God, I've tried. I've tried to make like the Poro deck in this kind of the campaign mode. Very difficult to do. Boom. Okay. Oh, they're out of cards. They don't have anything else in hand.
Here's my calling card.
Alright. Let's hit them for a lot of damage. Not enough to kill them, though. Yeah. Transform, little buddy. Okay. Uh-huh.
Suspicious activity detected just outside the station.
Stay on them. Backup's on the way.
Suspicious activity detected just outside the station.
Stay on them. Backup's on the way.
You just said that. That's okay. You don't have to say it twice. And victory. I win.
I must say, a satisfactory outcome.
Yes, if you join the Patreon, that will get you access to the Discord server. Okay. Swole Scout. When I'm summoned, if you've added 2 cards to your hand this round, grant me +1/0 and elusive. I could also just make my Justice Riders cheaper. -1 cost, make 3 4s for 3. That seems pretty good. Also, oh, okay, I get another boost, but I can only choose one of these. Wait, are you in my deck? Karina, have you been in my deck this whole time and just never shown up? I think she has. I think this card has been in my deck the whole time and I've just never drawn it. I like... Yeah, I'm gonna make my dog better. Alright, final boss. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's at any tier.
I think that's an okay hand. Could be better, but I'm fine with it.
Stop right there. You're under arrest.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is a surprise.
Okay. So I have 7 health, they have 30. This might be a little tough. Because my health does not heal automatically every round, like after every battle. Okay. I'm just gonna hold off. Turn that 1 mana into spell mana. Let us predict and get that Teemo. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Now we're gonna play the Teemo.
Armed and ready.
Let's go. Hit him hard. Go, my 1/1s. Do all the damage. I should have checked what the opponent does. Round start, draw 1, then obliterate it. If you drew a spell, deal 1 damage to all enemies and the enemy nexus. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die here.
Well, what have we here?
And my Teemos will not survive. Alright, so when these guys attack, they do 2 extra damage to the enemy Nexus. So I am going to 2 here. Alright. Alright, let's plant all those extra. Then do that. Actually, no. No, hold on. This will heal. Let's choose units. How about... Yeah, how about the big bad? Whenever they draw one of those, that's bad for them.
One step ahead.
Gotta kill this thing off.
What you looking for?
I just gotta make sure she doesn't draw any spells, because when that happens, I die.
Save me, Lulu.
Okay. Yeah, you can play a 5/5. That's cool.
Totally fine.
Let's play this. Play my dog. Create in hand 2 copies of a random 1-cost card from your deck. Okay.
Notify patrol to close in on this location.
Alright. Because I have this yellow glowy thing, that means I have a barrier. I will not take damage the first time this round. So, I can just block for cheap there. I need your 5/5 to die, please. I am so close to death. Alright.
On the mark. No backup needed.
Alright, Caitlin. Being over the top as usual. Yeah, just attack. You hit it. Hit her. No, stop it. Don't. Ah. Well, I die. Bow, 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 bow. Look, I had her so close. So close to death. I've been defeated.
We've gathered what we need to know.
Rip.
Which means I don't get as much EXP. But important to note, this is the super duper easy campaign. I can just revive as many times as I want. I have infinite revives, so let's try that again, shall we? But guess what? Now I have full... I have a full 30 health. Full 30 health as compared to, like, what was I at? 7? 13? It wasn't very good, whatever it was. Can I get, like, my good cards, please? Where are my good cards? Those aren't my good cards.
Karina, stop right there.
Alright, we've already heard this. Poro.
I brought my books, but that's all right.
Gonna poison your astute academic. Block. Did it. Well, okay.
Take from the rich, give to me. Don't be calling no enforcers.
Stop that. Stop obliterating cards from your deck and doing things. Alright.
What have we here?
Uh-huh. Wow, this has been a very nothing has happened so far game. Alright, I'll kill you. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I haven't planted any traps yet. Well, there we go. Now I've planted a few. Trap on every card of the deck. Play my dog. Hit you for tons. Why did they not play any creatures? I guess they don't have any creatures in their hand. I'm okay with that. I'm less okay with that. Well, there we go. Almost leveled up now.
Suspicious activity detected just outside the station.
Stay on him. Backup's on the way.
Well, great. That puts that into my deck, and then I draw a different card. I would have preferred to have that specific card.
What you looking for? Smells like opportunity.
Oh, you're attacking me. Okay.
Save me, Lulu.
Practice, as they say, makes perfect.
Transformation. One, two, three, four, five, six. Plus 7. Alright, I don't think I can kill you this turn. Okay. Close to dead, though. Hey, stop it. Stop playing spells.
Kind of the point of the game, isn't it?
Well, this specific enemy gets +1/+1 every time they play a spell, so I want them to stop playing spells because that just makes their stuff better.
I must admit, my dear Caitlin, I did not think you had the stomach to leave one of your own behind.
One of mine, or one of yours?
Oh, clever girl.
Clever girl. Jumps out, eats their face. Caitlin is a
I'm
raptor.
actually a raptor.
Why do I have a million of these in hand? I have a million of this particular spell, and it does nothing. The opponent has no creatures. I love that, guys. I love the Puff Cat Peddler's voice lines. Have a mushroom. Have 3. He's just so happy about mushrooms.
Tis break time yet again.
Oh. Alright, look at that. Plaza Guardians. They're 6/6s with quick attack, and their cost gets 1 less for every spell the opponent has played. So these are going to be big and dangerous. That's fine. This is why I have all these tiny little Poro friends to just jump in the way.
Your Ahiat will be sacrificed.
Is there a way to turn the game volume up a little bit? Yeah, we could probably do that. Give me a moment. Turn it up just a little bit. Hopefully that's better. If that's too loud, let me know. Okay. Oh, here we go. Teemo gets to transform. Iz is pretty boring compared to Caitlyn's because he was in the game from the launch. Caitlyn came along later, so there was much more of a budget for that. Okay. Stop summoning big beefers.
Here's my calling card.
Oh, they're dead. They're not even blocking correctly because they're dead. And there we go. We did it.
Victory was the mushrooms we planted along the way.
If you say so, Teemo. Ah, I'm 50 EXP away from getting another reward.
Hold it, Sheriff. You're gonna let her go. We're gonna forget all about this.
You're a little late, Tremello, as usual. And I assumed Karina would have backup. So I brought some too.
What's up, Tremors?
Bye. Oh no.
So, sate my curiosity. How long ago did you realize Tremello was a bad seed?
At first I thought he was just incompetent. There were the shoddy leads and botched investigations. Then I noticed he'd always offer to help out whenever the sea case came up. The penny dropped back at the storehouse. I didn't ask for backup, but still he followed. Then when he spotted you, it was clear he was only there to distract me.
The poor man was left to think on his feet once you'd found your lead. Shame.
A shame indeed. For both of you.
Yay! I did it. Adventure complete. We get 50 reputation, which is EXP for Caitlyn, and we did it.
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's the adventure. So now we can level her up and get her a random starting item, beginning each adventure with a random common item on a card in your deck. So those little upgrades, I just now get a random one on one of my cards when we do a thing. So that's
Nice.
fun. All right, we're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to do about one more hour. Probably going to show off some of the farther adventure stuff, more absurd stuff. Maybe with a different character, definitely with a different character. So,
Well, cool. Then I think in that hour I'll be able to finish up Victor.
yeah, he's looking great so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so don't go away. We'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. It is time to play more of this.
More.
So,
And draw more.
yeah. All right, so I think we should do one more campaign. We should to like really show some of the weird diversity that there is in this game. Real question: who should we play as?
You said you like Jinx. Show off Jinx.
I've already finished Jinx though.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't.
We have Ari. She's a nine-tailed fox lady. She likes to bounce your creatures back to your own hand. I hate it. We have Kennen. He is a small ninja that likes to bounce creatures back to your own hand. I really hate it. We have Teemo. Good old Teemo. Puff caps forever. We have Misfortune. She's a pirate lady. She likes to shoot the opponent a lot. It's fun. We have Nami. She's a mermaid. She likes you gaining mana. It's useful. Oh, nope, that's Teemo again. We have Pike. It's a drowned pirate. He likes fish.
Fish.
He likes the ability Lurk, which is literally just having fish on the top of your deck. I love Pike. He's so much fun.
You said he's a pirate?
Yeah, he's a drowned pirate that kills. His lore is he's out for revenge on his crew that drowned him.
Do it.
Okay. I finished him, but Pike is a lot of fun. We're going to do Pike. Alright, so I've upgraded him enough that he has relic item slots, so I can actually equip him with more things. So let's boost his power. And let's give him Overwhelm. So now he's got First Strike and Trample. So how he levels up is when he has done 15 damage. Or any pikes you have done a combined total of 15 damage. So he's only a 2/3, but he's technically a 4/6. I don't know, he's really powerful. He's like a 6/4 with what I have on him right now. Anyways, his ability here is Lurk. When you attack, while I'm on top of your deck, I lurk, granting lurker allies everywhere +1/+0. Max once per round. That's a little confusing, but his deck is literally filled with only creatures that have the ability Lurk. And in fact, he has a special ability that all of the creatures in his deck become lurkers, even if they are not normally lurkers. So if there's a creature on top of your deck, whenever you attack, all of your creatures get +1/+0 permanently. So you just do egregious amounts of damage real quick. He's very aggressive, and he looks pretty cool to boot. Boop. Look at him, drowned pirate man with all of his creepy fish. Why is it that I always like the aquatic people?
You like that sense of being scared.
I hate the ocean. Anyways, we're going to play with Pike. Let's do it. Alright, so I've finished all campaigns with Pike, so I can do any of them. So let's do the second hardest. We're going to fight the Titan of the Deeps. Mutators! All of the opponent's units have tough, which means they take 1 less damage. Full stop. They just take 1 less damage from everything that happens.
Oof.
Alright, so this campaign, as you can see, is a lot bigger and a lot more ridiculous. So let's do it. Alright, start off with a reward. We start with a power. We're not going to get all the way through this, but we'll see what we do. When an ally survives damage, grant it +1/+1. That's not going to happen a lot with our deck. Our deck is a bunch of guys with very little power. Sticky Fingers. When allies attack, nab 1. Draw a non-champion card from the bottom of the enemy deck. I don't like anything to do with zombies or undead things in general, but I love vulture culture aesthetic. brains are weird. Like ocean aesthetics and not liking the ocean sounds way more reasonable.
It's true.
Okay, yeah. I had to read that aloud because I didn't quite understand it, but yes. And the last thing is, game start, draw an extra 2 cards. I hate all of these abilities. We're going to re-roll because I get some extra re-rolls and get different abilities. Ooh, here we go. Hold them off. Round start. Frostbite the strongest enemy this round. Frostbite means set the unit's power to 0 this round. It can be changed afterwards. So you just make their strongest thing have no power. That's a good ability. Let's go with it. Alright. The Beast Below. Their ability is the foe's sea monsters have fearsome, so they can't be blocked by small creatures. Spoilers, their deck is a bunch of sea creatures. Let's go.
Get him.
I love that my passive ability that makes all my creatures lurkers is called They All Sink. Oh boy. So yeah, I have a bunch of lurking cards. So I got a 1 mana 2/3 that has lurk. I got this card that makes a Snapjaw Swarm, which is an 0/2 with lurk, but when you play it, it starts a free attack. This is it makes it on top of your deck, which makes it easy for you to know that you're going to get lurk that turn. We also have Bone Skewer. An ally strikes an enemy, then moves to the top of your deck. Another way to put one of your lurkers on top of your deck so you know you're going to activate lurk. That's what this deck is all about. Yeah, this seems like a pretty good hand. Oh, jeez. Why did it put... Okay, so I get like a common ability and a rare ability on my cards. They both went on the same card. So, Chum the Waters. When I cast it, I get a random 1-cost Poro. I also manifest a card from my regions, which means it randomly shows me 3 cards that are from the regions my deck has. So, and then I just choose one and I put it in my hand. Also, this card just makes an opponent vulnerable and gives me a 5/2. It's a little absurd. Alright, let's play my 2/3. Go fish. Alright, that means I lurked. The little spinny circle of fish means that there was lurking going on. All of my lurking creatures are now better. Okay, this thing has a bajillion abilities. When another ally dies, or it dies, toss 1. Toss means they get rid of the bottom card of their deck, and that they want that because they want deep. It gets +3/+3 if their deck has 15 or fewer cards left in it. They are 19 cards away from deep. They want to get rid of their deck so that they become deep. That's deep, bro. Come at me. I block. Now, because their creature is tough, I won't actually kill it with that attack. What you gonna do? Alright, now it's got 0 power because of that ability. Let's make a Snapjaw Swarm on top of my deck so that I know that I will be able to lurk this round. Alright, so this guy comes in with either a powder keg or a random 1-cost creature. I got a random 1-cost creature because I don't care about the powder kegs. They do things. This Poro does not have lurk because it was not in my base deck. So yeah, I'll attack like that. Lurk, making my guys bigger. My deck sure do be perfect because, or this deck sure is perfect because I sure do love lurking in the chat. Ha 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 ha. This is a 4/1 that creates a sea monster in their hand when you play it. I want to kill that. So I'm going to play this 2/2 that attacks when it's played. It just attacks. I'd rather you didn't exist. So I'm going to have my fish attack you. Whack! And now it's dead. And now I get my fish back again. So let's play it. And I lurk again. Now it's their turn to play something. Alright, so it's a 3/3 elusive, and it gets bigger. I don't care, because I'm going to kill them dead.
Get him dead.
Now, reminder that I can only lurk once per turn, so I technically already lurked, so my guys aren't going to get any bigger from attacking again. But it doesn't matter, because they're very dead. Woo! This game's fun. I enjoy this a lot. Oh yeah, I have a different quest to frostbite units. I unlocked a thing. Let's go look at that thing. But first, let's... Ew, I hate all of these. These are all bad. This is all terrible.
All but toilets?
Yeah. Like, it's honestly really bad. I guess I'll take that. Alright. Thankfully, it saves all progress. So I can just back up. And back up. And I just can come back to that whenever I want. Now, if we go to rewards... I got enough EXP to unlock a thing. Now, there is all of these things that I get for free for just playing the game and earning EXP from playing the game. And also all of these things that I already collected. That's a lot. That's crazy. That's great, isn't it? That was one of the regions. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 different regions that this game has. All of them have these experience boards where, like, we go to Bandle City. I've not done anything here yet. But, like, look at this. Look at all these other chests. Look at all this stuff. There's all these things that are just here, and you can get them from playing the game. All these regions. Bilgewater, Bandle City, Demacia, Freljord, Ionia, Noxus, Piltover and Zon, Shadow Isles, Shurima, and Targon. This game just wants you to play the game, and they'll give you a million things. So an epic capsule. Let's see what's inside. Alright, so I had an extra copy of that card, so it just turns into shards. Shards can be turned into buying cards. Also, a wild card. You can just get that for any common card in the game. I also got 2 rares. So commons are green triangles. Rares are blue squares or diamonds. Epic cards, which are the next rarity, is a purple pentagon. And then champions have a hexagon. The gold hexagon. So there we go. I got some rare cards. Boom. I just played the game. Game gave me 3 cards, a random card of whatever I want, and some points to buy more cards. That's great. You get so many cards for just playing the game. I cannot stress how easy it is to never spend a single cent on this game. In fact, one of the few things, like, you can technically buy cards. You can put money in to, like, buy the cards if you really want to. But honestly, the only thing that is locked off behind actual money is alternate card styles to make your cards flashy and pretty and have different skins for your champions and buy a different board to fight on and stuff like that. Cosmetics. They don't matter, but they can make your cards look pretty. Alright, so we get a reward. We get reinforcements. Always get reinforcements. Okay, so we want something that will go well with Pike. Pike likes attacking people. Let's see, we have Akshan. He plays landmarks, which are things that take up spaces on your board of like the 6 people you can have. But then it gets you stuff, and then he transforms and gets you better stuff. Look at all these cards that are associated with just Akshan. Akshan has a bajillion cards that he can produce by himself. He's okay. We also have Katarina. When she's summoned, she just hit hard. She hit hard and let you fight a lot, but she's also kind of expensive. I've never really used her. I don't know how much I like her. And look, we also have Vi. Vi's here. Let's re-roll this. Let's see what else we can get. Gangplank. He's a pirate. He's a pirate that likes playing powder kegs. Powder kegs make damage from your spells better. Like, instead of doing 1 damage, if you have 1 powder keg, it does 2 damage instead. Ooh. And powder kegs can all just like stack on top of each other. You can get like 6, 7, 8, 12. And then like instead of 1 damage, it does 13 damage. Which is a little absurd. That's what he's all about. Ooh. Okay, there's also Lulu. Lulu likes to support, which is someone to the side gets a bonus. And the cards that she comes with includes the Young Witch, which gives the supported ally quick attack and +1/0 that round. That's pretty good. Pretty good. We also have Elise. She's a spider. She likes summoning spiders. She flips when you have a lot of spiders.
She just wants to have a party with her and all her spider friends.
Yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to go with Lulu. I like Lulu in this situation. Alright, and now I get options of what kind of fights I want to do. I can do Hunters. Round start, give the player's weakest ally vulnerable so they can grab my guys. Or Devourer of the Depths. Round start, if the foe has more units than the player, obliterate the player's lowest health unit. Obliterate means it just goes away. It just disappears. It no longer exists. It's exile in Magic the Gathering terms. I'm going to go for the Hunters. They can grab my guys. I don't care. We're going to the Freljord. Icy Land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Love it. Perfect. Ship it. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, this is actually just a 2/2 with Fearsome as compared to this 2/3. I like this thing's noise better.
Noise?
Yeah, the noise it makes when you summon it. I like its noises. It's great. Alright, so he just frostbit my thing, so it no longer has stats. Too bad I can't attack. Ha! It has stats again. So in case you can't tell, the opponent likes frostbiting things, and it just one creature took out both of my creatures. That was less than ideal. Alright.
Well, this isn't the blade.
Alright. That's less than ideal. That's fine. I'll just attack anyways. I want to attack every turn that I can to just boost my lurk. Because eventually my lurk creatures are just too strong for the opponent to deal with. That's just a big yak thing. Don't appreciate big yak.
You fight or you swim. You pick the losing side.
Sneal does do good art.
Oh, very cool.
And yes, if you sign up for the Patreon, if you do a high enough tier, you can absolutely get a commission from him. Alright, so this guy, when he's summoned, he creates a Scrappy Bomb, which is a landmark that after 3 turns, it will deal 1 damage to the enemy Nexus. It's fine. It could be better. It could be better, that's for sure. Alright.
There's nothing a good giggle can't fix.
Alright, so when I play this thing, it makes one of my opponent's creatures vulnerable, which is useful.
Oh, busy. I am wearing my goblin.
Alright, so this is going to support this, and her support grows the ally to a 4/4. So this is about to become a 4/4 until end of turn instead of a 2/1. Which is quite good for me. There we go. Look at that, we're doing some great damage now. My creatures are absurdly powerful. Stop it! Okay, so this thing is Challenger, which means it can grab anybody it wants to fight.
Fresh tracks.
Okay.
Can't afford to miss.
Alright, so this thing has an ability whenever I summon a 1-cost ally, grant it +2/+2. Alright. It's now an 8/5. Oh, great. Well, I only have 2 copies of Lulu in my deck, so both of my Lulus are now quite dead. Once I pay for the commission, would I be able to use the art as my profile pick? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's yours then. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yep.
I think I just want another lurky shark boy. Fish with too many teeth.
Teeth.
Hey! That Yeti's an asshole.
Did he beat you up?
Well, he just frostbit my entire team for the turn.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, actually, this can support something. You know what, actually, Yeah, let's do that. Oh, no lurk this round. Dang. Means I'm gonna draw some sort of spell. Hey, look. Yep, it was a spell. Make that thing vulnerable. Yeah, let's get another lurker. I like lurkers. Chomp chomp. Do I even want to do anything? No, I'm good. I'm just kind of good holding on to stuff. Well, there. That'll clear up my board. Attack! Yeah, more lurking. We haven't seen Pike at all, and I'm very sad about it. I want Pike to show up, because he's my boy. There he is! Okay, so Pike, when he lurks, he transforms into this spell, where you summon Pike, striking an enemy. So we're just gonna, like, annihilate this thing. He's already 11 power. Once he does... Okay, so Pike is really good. Once he transforms, after doing 15 damage, when he kills an enemy, he strikes the weakest enemy. Which, if he kills that enemy, then he strikes the next weakest enemy. And then so on and so forth. He can just chain through and kill all of the opponent's creatures in one go. Anyways, the opponent's very dead here. Sit back and watch the fireworks. Oh, it's good.
Woohoo!
I love Pike. He's so much fun. And in the single player mode, he gets much easier to flip because you can just boost his power right off the bat. Okay. -1 cost. So that'd be a 7 mana 8/8 with Overwhelm. And it creates 2 decimates in hand.
See you later, Turtle. Thanks for
Which is
joining
a
us.
5 mana spell that does 4 damage to the enemy Nexus. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, and then I get to heal. I don't need to heal. But if you level up far enough, you can actually cut cards. I'm going to cut this stupid card. Get out of my deck. I didn't want you in the first place. Now I can buy spells with a million things. Oh, jeez. Oof, this is a lot. Okay. Hush can be some serious blowouts. That's for sure. But I also kind of like the Mirai Great Mother, because she puts some 5, 6 mana spells into your deck, but then reduces their cost so they only cost 3. Plus, this would boost it to be a 6/4, and it also gets Lurk. I kind of like that. That seems pretty good. So I bought 1 copy. Let's buy a 2nd copy. Alright, and we're going to buy some Hushes. And we can buy a reroll token so that we can reroll future things. Alright, so Scars. The foe starts with the Scar Grounds. When an ally survives damage, grant it +1/0 and Tough. Or we have Shipwreck Hoarder. Round start, they toss 1 card. When a player goes deep, create a treasure in their hand. I think I want to go for this. I can also look at see what I would have as options. So this is a champion item chest. This is a champion item chest. But this is a rare champion item chest compared to not rare. We also have Fortune Croaker. I don't know what that does. Alright, we're going to go for the Scar Grounds. This might end poorly, because honestly, the Scar Grounds is a very powerful card with a really strong, scary effect. We'll see. We will see. Oh, I hate this. I don't want any of these cards. I want to be able to curve 1, 2, 3. Ah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. This is exactly what I want in a hand.
I've got this. Don't let my size fool you.
This thing's about to get really strong.
My first star.
4-1. Never mind, it's an L1.
The winter's claw strikes.
Off we go. Go down.
You know, I think I'm gonna skip blocks. This young witch is elusive and is quite good, honestly. You're already an 8-5. You're already so strong. Alright. Let's do some absurd damage here. Uh-oh. I don't like that. They just boosted its health. It's gonna live. No! Oh, God. It's a 2-2, and once the opponent is enlightened, aka it's gotten to round 10, it becomes a 6-6.
All hands on deck.
Okay.
Respect the ocean and all its boons.
The Star Maidens will know my name.
How do I want to block?
You don't understand.
Impudent child. You are unwelcome.
Get barnacle.
I lost a lot of my creatures, but their creatures are also gone. So I count this as a win. What the hell is this? No! No, that's too big! That's way too big. Why are you so big?
This way. Go.
Stop existing, please. Well, it is frozen now. But I want to kill it with my Pike. Because this will flip Pike. Whammo! So now Pike's gonna flip. And now he's gonna kill the other units because he flipped. Bye, Pike. I'll see you in a bit. I love Pike. Yeah. I'll trade. I'll absolutely trade. Here comes Pike. He's back. He's still huge. Please be vulnerable. Yeah, that one. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chompy, chomp, chomp. Wow, that's like a million cards. Alright, so... just like that. So close to dead. So close to dead.
Smell that marg? Here.
Where are you going, Pix? What are you doing? Nice.
Alright, so she transformed because I supported my allies 3 times. So she's pretty strong. Okay. Oh, it's my turn to attack. Well, then I attack. And I very much so won.
Tear them apart.
Okay. Pike is great. Pike is so much fun.
Names off the list. More names on it.
I will say, Pike was a little rough to use before he got a lot of his upgrades in the campaign mode. His guys are so weak that if you don't get a super aggressive start, he can't do anything. And you get overrun and die. Why are these all bad? These are all bad. I hate all of these. I guess I'll take this. Regeneration. Ooh. Okay. So regeneration means the ally will heal at the end of turn. So no more worrying about their health. Vampiric Scepter, when they're played, you heal your Nexus equal to their cost, or Spell Shield. Regeneration doesn't even necessarily do a lot for him, but this does add an extra copy of Pike in my deck, and that's what I want to see. I just want to see more Pikes. What options do I have to cut? I don't know, I kind of like all those, so I'll just take the heal. Alright. Mid-boss, Sejuani. Sejuani's... her units automatically just get +1/+1. They're automatically just a little bit stronger. I think this will probably be the last thing we do on stream as well. Because it looks like Tennille's just about done. And one more round here should be all that we need. Hi, Pike. I see you're in my hand. I kind of don't want you in my hand because I want you on top of my deck. I don't have a 1-drop. I would like a 1-drop. Yeah, okay. Oh dear. Okay. I don't want to attack again, because my creature will just die. What the hell? Alright, so you got a 6/5 that's gonna die and draw you a card.
Safeguard our homes.
Well, I play this thing with a barrier. What you gonna do about it?
Alert the villain.
Well, this isn't the glade.
Smell that barg? Here.
Hey! It's gonna frostbite. Ugh. I was going to use that to attack this turn, but fine. I mean, I'm still gonna do it. Who am I kidding?
Quickly, Ursine. Battle approaches. The storm is close. Soon.
That's big. I don't like how big that is. And now a million things happen because this one card has so many abilities on it. Ah ha ha, yourself. I can trade there. Jump there.
Ooh, I love flying vegetables. They're fast and great for tummy rumbles.
She's riding a vegetable. Okay.
There we go.
You did it. You did the boy.
I did.
He looks great.
Thanks.
Okay, it's Sejuani. Sejuani is a 6/7 with tough and regeneration, which means I need to do 8 damage to her in one go in order to have any chance of killing her. Well, that sucks.
This way, go. They won't like this.
What am I willing to die? Yeah.
Go on, Pip. Just like Yellowfoot said. Perfecto.
Prove your worth.
Well, starting now, Sejuani's going to get frostbitten every turn, so that's good for me. What do I want to play? Go fish, attack.
Look at me.
Fight like the animal you are.
Oh dear. That just got big. Okay.
Alright.
Aha, you say you're going to kill me. I say I wish you wouldn't. Heh. Are there weaknesses like in Persona and Pokemon? No. No. There are different regions that cards can come from. Like this is from Bilgewater. And this thing is from Ionia. And this is from both Ionia and Bandle City. The land of Yordles, which are, I don't know, little gnome elf people that are also furry. Whatever. Okay, can I do enough damage this turn to kill Sejuani?
Nothing escapes my
Maybe. Oh, I can.
All colors.
Alright, so give that a barrier this round. Let's go ahead and do this. And that. Yeah, that seems good.
ready the torches.
There we go. Sejuani's dead. Like, this guy's a Yordle, and this gal's a Yordle, and Teemo was a Yordle. This... I thought this was an animal. No, that's a Yordle. He's a farmer, okay. Alright. Yeah, so... Yordles are very diverse and look very different in this universe. So that's fun. But yeah, they're just like short, furry elf gnome people that apparently can live for hundreds of years. Why are you so big? Why are you so big? That is a very big. Full stop. That is a very big. Let's go ahead and give that barrier. And we'll make you vulnerable. And sure, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm good. That's a big, and I mean big, big, big. Alright. Like that, and then that. And... I don't know. Wait, no, not you.
The chase begins.
Yeah!
Tear them apart.
Make them dead. Yay! Did it! What system am I playing on? I'm playing on a PC!
Yeah.
I'm playing on a computer, but you can also download it on a Mac or most other things like that. It's also available on pretty much any mobile device.
Also,
And-
wow, that's like perfect timing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go. I won. I did the thing. Hey, look, it's another Yordle that looks different as well. That one's a Kung Fu artist.
I enjoy the character designs a lot.
Oh, yeah. This world is very unique and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how about a 5 mana 7/7? That seems fun. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much how we'll finish up. Yeah, if you just type in Legends of Runeterra into the Google, like any of the app play stores or the internet, you can find their website on a PC and download it there, or you can just download the app. It's all free to play. Technically, you can put money into it, but you get so much out of it. All of the Path of Champions completely free, which is the part that I really like playing.
Yeah.
It's just like completely free. I do want to talk briefly about the different regions because there's a lot of very interesting stuff. So, the region that I'm currently doing stuff with is Bilgewater, which is all about pirates.
Pirates!
So we got like Misfortune and Twisted Fate, who the card game guy is in the card game. Who could have seen that?
Luxord!
It's kind of Luxord.
He doesn't like Luxord.
No. Also got the mermaid. We got a big catfish man that likes eating people. That's his thing.
Yep.
Nautilus. He's a really big guy that likes
He's
sea
like
monster.
a Bioshock.
Yeah, he really does look like Bioshock.
He's a Big Daddy.
That's
That's what they're called, right? I didn't just say Big Daddy for no reason, right?
You're correct.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the things in Bioshock are known as Big Daddies.
I thought so. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't misremembering.
Bandle City is all about Yordles. So, like, here's a Yordle.
Oh, cute.
Here's another Yordle.
Poppy.
Here's another Yordle.
Oh.
He's a crazy guy that likes darkness. Here's another Yordle. He likes exploding things.
Has very big, like, goblin energy.
That guy in particular is very
Yeah.
gremlin, yeah.
Yeah.
Demacia, this is the place for, like, knights and dragons and stuff. Like Jarvan 4, he's king or whatever. Shyvana is a dragon lady. She turns into an actual dragon.
Dragon.
We also have Lucian. He has guns.
It's very serious.
Yeah. I mean, his wife is dead.
Mm.
His wife is a card in this game. And if she dies, he flips. He transforms.
Oh!
He's also one of the few cards in the game that has double attack, which means he hits during quick attack and then regular damage, so he can do some egregious amounts of damage.
Mm-hmm.
He's very aggressive. We also have people like Lux. She does magic. Honestly, Demacia I find really boring. Then there's Freljord, which is like the Arctic, Himalayas and tundra, icy cold places. Ash, she likes frostbiting things. Tryndamere, he's really big, and when he dies, that's when he flips. And then he becomes absurd.
So he's an ice zombie?
Yeah. Then we have Trundle. He's a troll. Like, literally, he's a troll.
Mm-hmm.
He's the king of the trolls.
I mean, I figured you didn't mean figuratively.
Yeah. Anivia, it's an ice phoenix.
Ooh!
It literally turns into an egg, and then will transform back.
That's pretty.
We have Lysandra. She's the queen of big, dumb idiots made of ice. She makes a 17.
The queen of big dumb idiots made of ice.
Yeah. And then there was like Sejuani, who we fought. This area is fun. I think Freljord's neat. Ionia, it's full of ninjas and stuff. I've actually maxed out this particular track. So we got ninjas like Shen and samurai like Yasuo. This is the Asiatic region of the game. Lee Sin, who knows some sort of martial arts. Lulu's also here.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, she's a little witch gal.
I feel like she's another one of those characters I've seen around in, like, League of Legends commercials or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think she's kind of popular. I don't know a whole lot. Aurelia, she throws knives at people.
As someone who has never played League of Legends, I feel like I have seen a lot of the League of Legends promotional material just because, like, at college, everyone would go gaga over the, like, CGIs and stuff that they would put out because
Oh.
they're gorgeous.
They do really good stuff.
Mhm.
Apparently they don't pay or credit people correctly, but
Yeah, I mean...
what you do. Noxus, it's about very aggressive war fight smashy peoples. Like this guy, he's just really, really big. He likes discarding cards. Riven is fun. She likes sword pieces, then making a big fancy sword. Swain, I don't know. I don't know if he's a vampire. He's a bat guy. Or a raven guy. He kills people. Vladimir, I think, is a vampire. I don't know. It's very aggressive people that just hit stuff hard. Piltover and Zon, which is actually where Arcane takes place, has a lot of the Arcane people. So it's got Jinx. This is a place of inventors and technology and stuff. We also have Vi and Echo and Caitlyn. And everyone's favorite, Heimerdinger. That's a joke. Everyone hates Heimerdinger.
Do they?
Yeah. I don't know why. I think he's really obnoxious in the game.
Uh-huh.
I don't like playing him in this game, but I think, like, in the base League of Legends, I think he's one of those, like, ugh, Heimerdinger type characters.
Anyway.
So yeah, inventory stuff. Shadow Isles. It's full of ghosts.
Ghosts.
Like Thresh, who's like a Grim Reaper guy.
He's cool.
He killed Lucian's wife.
Oh, okay.
We also have Kindred. I love Kindred.
Oh.
It's a little satyr goat lady and the big bad wolf.
Oh.
They are a lot of fun to play. I like how these cards work.
Cool.
She like marks something and then the wolf goes and goes nom, 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 eats them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. We also have Maokai. He's a big tree. Nocturne. I literally have no idea who Nocturne is. Who cares? Hey, look, it's Senna, but she's dead now and is a ghost or something. I don't know. I don't know the lore that much.
Okay.
Hecarim is a centaur.
Oh, cool.
He's a ghost centaur.
He's got skulls. Nice.
Let's see. And then we have Shurima, aka Egypt. So it has characters that are essentially just Egyptian gods. And they also have the special ability of being able to transform twice. So they have the potential of being egregiously powerful, like winning way too much type cards. So we got Renekton, we have Rek'Sai, she's a big shark fish thing that swims around in the sand. She's also the other lurker champion, so she works very well with Pike. We have whatever the hell this guy is, he's just like floaty bits,
She looks like an elemental.
something like that. We have Sivir, I like Sivir.
Oh, she's cool.
She just hits a lot, like she's very aggressive.
Yeah.
Talia, she likes making rocks. Apparently she's in one of the really strong standard decks right now.
Okay.
It didn't show, like every time you click on one of these, it shows like a different selection of champions. Because there's more than just the few champions that they show. No, not showing me. Okay, there's another guy, Nasus. He's a Anubis.
Oh, cool.
He's the brother to the crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
And then their king is a Birdman. So he's like Horus. Or Ra or something. I don't know. Anyways, Targon. This is like Greek. Vaguely. And also space and celestial shit. Targon, he exists. Aurelian Soul is a space dragon.
Oh, cool.
He's 10 mana. He's the most expensive champion in the game. But if you play him, you win, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
He's that strong. And then, of course, there is small girl who is a bajillion years old, as you do.
Portaling around.
Uh-huh. She's
cute.
Oh, she's also a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
Because she just draws you a bunch of random cards.
Kind of chaos.
Absolutely chaos. And then there's also Diana, who's all about the moon. And then there's another gal that's all about the sun and is a part of a sun cult. And stuff like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of cool things. There's actually a character in this region that's based off of like the... I can't remember the Greek thing where the dude with the harp goes into the underworld to find his wife. Orpheus. There's a guy that's essentially Orpheus.
Okay.
He's dumb.
Okay.
In this game. Anyways, that's it. I just wanted to show off some of the like cool things that exist in this game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, either way, that's going to be it for this stream. Let's go ahead and pull up this. So we're all up close and personal.
Yeah.
That's going to be it for this stream. Thank you guys for watching. This was a lot of fun, and we'll be back to other stuff in the future. Yeah, so...
We'll be back on Monday for finale of Pokemon Y!
Pokemon Y, is it now ending? I don't know.
And then Tuesday, more patron art. Friday, more Neo Tweewee. And then we're actually going to have a patron.
Yeah, we'll be playing with $5
Playing
plus
with patron.
patrons because it's the last Saturday of the month, next Saturday. So
Yeah.
we'll be playing something. We have some ideas. We'll figure it out for sure.
I'm thinking Among Us, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, have that thing where like you move your hair
And it hurts.
and it hurts your scalp.
Yeah, I get that. All right, well, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. This was a lot of fun. I hope some people try out the game. That's all
Or check out the show.
Yeah, or the show.
The show is really good.
Arcane's really good. It's like the best produced show I've ever watched.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Full stop. Like, just yeah, it's the best.
Anyway.
All right, that's going to be it. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.
Good night.